Street. So if you think I'm here to be around with you, you should leave now. If you decide to stay, that means you'll allow me in your energy, as is my intent, to create conditions that promote health, wealth, and abundance. So let's get started because you know we dominate these time constraints. Didn't even get a day a chance because I already know. Yeah, I eat that bush. So we ain't even giving the bullshit a chance to hit, creating a force field, an energetic force field, a layer of protection that won't allow no bullshit. No bullshit. What's going on, PLD 1971? Groupie. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message from my divine one? What do you need to know most to walk your highest path for your greatest good? Groupie, you got a motherfucking fan club. You got a group of bitches that think you give a fuck about what they think because they all get together and all like, like watch you like Netflix. Like you got a group of bitches that really think you give a fuck about what the fuck they think. They all get together every Thursday. They got a group chat. They meet up once a week, and the topic of this whole group, this whole club, this whole fan club is you, bitch. That's powerful. Once you understand the power, the magnetism that you hold, you'll use this power for your own good. If you can get a group of bitches that don't like each other to come together and act like they like each other for you, imagine what other types of group you can pull together. What other type of organizations you can do. How you mobilize people is what Spirit is talking about. Procrastination master. That's what Spirit is talking about. Yeah, you got a group of hating ass bitches. These bitches also look at you and say, if I was that smart, I would be doing this. If I had that many followers, I'd be doing this. If I had that money, I would be doing this. Procrastination master. So your spirit team is wanting to point out to the capacity that you have to mobilize people. And the evidence of this capacity that you have to mobilize people is all these hating ass bitches getting together to discuss you. Now, if you took that fucking power, that magnetism that you have, that force that you can utilize to mobilize people, then it can really materialize a lot of things in your life. Creativity. And this is what I'm tapped into. They say you got the power because look how many bitches you get to come together on a Thursday just to hate on you. They don't have nothing in common. They don't have, one of them got little kids, one of them got teenagers, one of them single, the other one married. They don't have nothing in common. The only thing they have in common is you. Now, if you could use that force for your good, then what would this be? What would this be like? A grudge holder. You get a bunch of bitches together on a regular basis that's holding grudges. The letter G showing up significantly. It's because you a G, my G. But it also feels like you're negligent. The letter G showing up significantly to your own shit, right? Not realizing the power, the personal magnetism, and the ability that you have to mobilize people. This is what I'm tapped into. Coffee addict energy is out here with creativity and procrastination master. A lot of mood altering substance. A lot of altering your mood in order to be able to, feel the way you want to feel, and it affects the way you function in the world. This is what I'm tapped into. Ego energy is out here. Also, like the pride of crawling before you walk, the pride of starting something small, the pride of like not being where you feel like you should be at this time, but still going in that direction is this type of energy. Feel like you're supposed to be in the 5th grade, but you're still in the 1st grade. Are you not going to go to school? You still need to go to school. Yeah, maybe you 3 years behind, 4 years behind. Go. That's what this is on this board. Toilet paper hoarder, coffee addict, and procrastination master. So there's a lot of fear here. There's a lot of like not wanting to be in the world, hermit energy, not wanting to interact with other people and network and socialize. But it's like it's stunting the growth of your creativity. It's like you are nipping yourself in the bud. It's like you're cutting yourself off at the knee. Let me tell you something. I wonder the way the people were. I said, man, I ain't seen them people cutting no motherfucking grass. Them people used to cut the grass twice a fucking week. I said, man, I ain't seen the people cutting no fucking grass. Dirt digging energy is out here with parasitic entities. So you have a group of people who dirt dig on you. and they want to siphon off your energy. But that's not the message, so to say. That really don't matter. Fuck them bitches. Give a fuck about what they think. This is about how you have the ability to mobilize people, how you have the ability to get people to come together, but you use your gifts in very it's like you don't utilize the gifts. You use the gifts, but you don't utilize the gifts. Your spirit team is saying it's time for you to let go of your ego so you can utilize these creative gifts and abilities and really give these bitches something to hate on. And really give these bitches a reason to burn a motherfucking candle. Just what I'm tapped into. Drama queen. They already. It's nothing that you're gonna do that's gonna make this group of hating ass bitches change the way they feel about you because they want to be you. They like to look at you and say, if I was that smart, if I had that much money, if that was my man, if those were my children, if that was my house, if I drove that car, they love to do that motherfucker shit. You not gonna change them because that's they love. That's the life that they live. The realizing the power to mobilize people's minds and get people to come together, whether for or against you, is the force that you have, and then utilizing it rather than using it. Because I see you using it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You do what you want to do with it, right? Like you always stay with what you want to have. You keep more than enough of what it is that you want, but the things that you know you're supposed to be doing, or the effects, drama queen, that you know you could be having in the world you procrastinate on. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I appreciate you. The time, the energy, the love and support. Always showing up for tarot on decks. I appreciate you. We have a time, don't we? Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in, and turning up. You're not gonna, it shouldn't bother you. Don't try to change the minds of those people who are getting together in a group to hate on you, but realize the power that you have to mobilize and then make some shit move. You know? I ain't seen them people cutting their grass out there. I didn't know what happened. I was thinking about them this morning, show did. I said, what the fuck they at? Aaron, you would close the sliding door?
Yes.
I think you got a fan club too.
No, stop walking.
Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. Sex addiction. Somebody has impulse control issues. What's the most important message around this sex addiction? Energetically, to me, it feels like there's somebody who respects you, they care for you, but they got sex addiction. You not doing it's some. You got boundaries. Hell, you might be a little more mature. So the way these children eat the groceries, you didn't grow up eating groceries. You don't eat no motherfucking groceries where you from. That shit. Whatever this is, it's like, this is why the Bible says wait till you're married to have sex. Why? Because you develop preferences. When you feel the feeling that you feel, you like what you like. And then once you felt that feeling, then you'll always be like, well, I can't marry this person, or I can't be loyal to this person, or I can't be faithful to this person because they don't do it the way I like. Sex addiction energies out here. Or even if I'm claiming faithfulness and fidelity, then I'm always going to be subconsciously seeking somebody who can actually get my rocks off. So somebody's off on, hot, cold, and detached attitude is because there's something that's unfulfilled. This could be like somebody's sex addiction, because it says that frankly, right? But it could also be like they got a drug addiction. You say, why sometimes you feel so warm and loving toward me? Why is it that sometimes it feels so, like the connection feels so pure, and then other times it feels like I can't reach you, or I'm talking to a wall? This person got addictions, especially sex showing up, but impulse and compulse control issues. That's what addiction has to do with. And that's why sometimes you feel so connected to them and other times they feel far away. This is what I'm tapped into, illumination, and that could really help you to like understand what this person is going through and decide how you want to move forward. Somebody got impulse and compulse control issues, and there's something that they seek in regards to pleasure or whatever it is like that, and I'm not sure they feel like you will go down that path. That's what this feels like. He wants it my way. my way. Well, you can't satisfy his needs. He keeps coming back to see me do it my way. I think that we have to really talk about spirits at this time. We have to really talk about spiritual warfare. And when we talk about divine life partnership, and we talk about how we're dealing with spiritual warfare, and we live in this hypersexual, this society where self gratification and things are all about self, then you deal with these types of spirits. And sometimes connections are impeded. Divine life partnerships have impediments because of this. This is why it's not to control your body. Like a lot of women think that's why you shouldn't have sex before marriage. No, it's because you develop preferences. Somebody has developed preferences. That's what this feels like on this board. Reckless love, and they be doing shit. They know you're not doing it. Exactly. Exactly. They know you're not finna fucking do that. I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum, and I don't want to kink shame, but they know you're not finna get in that. They know you in your divine feminine energy. They know you respect your frequency. You understand how certain behaviors, certain conversations lower your frequency, and it's certain shit you just not participating in. This person's energy is like mucky. You remember that dude, Dirt Clock? Ain't that his name from the Peanut Gallery? Energetically, that's what this is. You trying to elevate and expand in your spiritual gifts, talents, and abilities. Meanwhile, this person, although there is a connection, hello, I'm not trying to be mean, right? It's a motherfucking spiritual connection, or there's a bond here that can't be described. But the things that they do in their personal time, the spirit that has attached to them, this sexual demon that's attached to them, is dragging their ass through the mud. And your spirit team wants you to know this. And it rub off on you, baby. I'm old. You heard me? I ain't got the shame that you got. That shit rub off on you. All them shit that them niggas be going out there and do when they deposit themselves in you, the energy that they drudge themselves to, they leave that shit in you. I'm telling you from experience, baby. They go out there in that world, and that world beat up on their ass. And then they get inside of you and they leave that shit in you. And then you wondering what the fuck is going on with my mind? Why can't I do what I need to do? Why am I not having these relations? What's going on? That motherfucker left all his shit in you. He going on about his life. You can't tell that he's dealing with the demons like he's dealing with the demons because he leaves them hoes in you. That's what's on this board. Hello? And then tell you, well, I don't really want to get married. I don't want to. I don't want to live. I don't really want to do the honest thing. I got preferences. And I know you ain't finna do that shit I like to do. So I love you, baby. And I know you love me, but listen. Come on, man. Don't let them fucking niggas piss nut in you and leave all of them demons and all of them spirits behind. That's what's on this board. Fed up, then you wonder why it's hard for you to keep up at work. You wonder why your relationship with your children and with your family ain't all the way aligned. You wonder why you steady trying to get a job or steady trying to increase in your finances and your shit feel stagnant and stuck. That motherfucker leaving that shit in you. I'm telling you from experience, baby. I'm not holy and don't be a hard rock when you really are a gym, baby girl. Respect is just the minimum. Man, them niggas will piss that shit in you, and then you be so way down. But it's not physically, it's spiritually. And here you are on this path with this capacity, and not everybody has this capacity, and you gonna let this nigga piss demons in you? Hell no. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. They woke up on it this morning. Girl, I didn't think they was finna get ready to talk about that. Let that motherfucker treat you like no trash can. You are not a cum receptacle. At all. At all. And if a motherfucker not caring about you, really understand what that means. Care. Oh, you going through this? It could be something as small as you don't know how to fix the screw on your glasses. If a motherfucker care about you, guess what they do? They're gonna go get eyeglass repair kit. They're gonna fix your glasses. They're gonna say, hey, look, I fix your glasses for you. It's simple. Look, you're gonna be like, oh, you fix my glasses. The motherfucker that don't care, they'll see all the problems that you face on a regular basis and add to your problems. Oh, you have problems tidying up. They'll record your shit. Look at this whole house. A real man gonna fucking help you clean that shit up. He'll go to the motherfucking Dollar Tree. I'm telling you, bitch. A real man, he ain't gonna fucking record you. A real man, you got BO, you got body odor. A real man gonna say, oh, this is what my mama used. This is my mama used. She used this to take a bath. Da, 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 da. This is what she used. What? A real man that really give a fuck about you? Oh, you have problems tying up? Hey, oh, look. On Wednesdays, you wash the dishes. On third, when you put them in, he gonna give you the fucking game. You got problems with money? A real man gonna say, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to get this much money here, take this money here, put this in this kind of account. It's gonna build up this much interest. When you get that much interest, you can open up your credit card. He gonna give you the game. Them other niggas, I don't know. They won't take. They won't take, and it's easy to tell, because they will care, and their actions. You can't help if you care about something. Nobody has to instruct you. You'll see a way that you can add value, and you'll add value. Ain't nobody got to tell you, oh, you can help me do this. No, you say, oh, I can help them do this, and they come back and you done help them. You say, oh, I didn't need you to do that. I didn't want it to. Don't let them niggas just treat you like no motherfucking cum dumpster, and leave all them fucking spirits in you. At all, because that's real, and then you'll wonder why your life topsy-turvy. When your life is turning topsy-turvy on some motherfucking Tyler Perry shit. And you have no answers to what's disturbing. On some Tyler Perry shit. Y'all don't hear me, you just want to dance. Again, I want to say that I'm speaking from experience, bitch. I'm not holier than thou at all. Been there, done that. I'm telling you from the perspective of somebody who barely made it out. You know what I'm saying? Telling you from the perspective of somebody who a scathing exit, scratched on the way out. I almost didn't make it. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, so this is see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What does the divine one need to know most? What do you need to know to walk your highest path for your greatest good at this time? I got my motherfucking apples, my apple water. I'm a motherfucker. Did you get on your Zoom this morning? Do you have your apple water to jumpstart your metabolism? Come on, man, get on your shit. Angels Arc, I love you, Evan. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate the time. You got some tea? You on your shit, Janika. That's what I'm talking about. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, hot ginger tea, get on your shit. Oh, you advanced level. Me no, you advanced level. You have hot ginger. Oh, you advanced level. Touche, motherfucker, touche. Lies and deception. A fox. Somebody think you stupid. A fox is smart. This archetype has been showing up a lot for this collective. I think this is you that's fox. A fox is a small woodland creature, right? So it has to be smart. And people, it kind of gets a bad rep, like, thievery or something like that. But really, it's surviving. It's doing what it has to do based on its skills and weaknesses to live, to thrive. It's not just stealing the farmer's chicken because he hates the farmer and he wants to see the farmer come to ruin. No, it's his means of survival. You are very, very intelligent. I feel like you want something to be true, which is why these lies and deception, are, having some type of effect in your energy at this time. Things falling apart. I think you want something to be true. I think that there's a resistance to change. The fox and the hound. Always remember that the hound told the fox, we'll always be best of friends, or whatever it is like that. It's this type of energy where it's important for you to be wise enough to know the naivety in someone's statements. You could want it to be true, but we know that change is constant. And I feel like somebody is promising you something they can't follow through on. They can't guarantee. They may be too inexperienced, whatever. It's like that, and you know it, and you need to trust that aspect of yourself. Falling for you. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to look at, but I do feel like you know that somebody is promising you something that they ain't gonna be able to follow through on. And don't put yourself in a precarious position where you leaning on something, and then after that chair hit the ground and your back hurt, you say, "Damn, I knew that motherfucker wasn't gonna be able to catch me." I love that it's beautiful. I love that the idea is beautiful, but I don't want you to lose your head. This is what I'm tapped into. Divine shows up when your heart and mind is aligned. You got to say it to yourself. Divine shows up when my heart and my mind is aligned. When you doing something that your mind say this don't make no sense, or you doing something that your heart say this don't make no sense, you're out of alignment and the divine cannot show up. But when your heart says okay and your mind says okay, this is even logical, and you doing it, now you're in alignment. This is what I'm tapped into. But yeah, I feel like holding on to nostalgic childlike desires. There's a again, there's a I want it to be true. You know, I want this person to, like they're showing me something that, oh, I'd rather not share that. People will make promises in your life. People will make you promises in your life. I've dealt with a lot of abandonment in my life, and people will make promises to like show up. You know what I mean? They want me to tell y'all. Oh, I don't want to tell. Let me light my blunt before I even start the story. Um, I remember one time I had a friend, a so-called friend, or maybe they were a friend, or they wanted to be a friend. It's this type of energy where I wanted it to be true, and maybe they wanted to be able to do the thing, but they said I was pregnant with Aaron, and it was like, I'm gonna throw you a baby shower. Never had that type of family, never had those types of close connections in my life. So in my mind and in my heart, I wanted it to be real. But I knew that they couldn't afford it, that they didn't have the means, that they didn't have the resources. I knew that, but I wanted that in my life. And then when it didn't happen, there was this utter disappointment. That's what's on this board. Happily ever after. Right? Like falling for the dream, falling for the fantasy, falling for the illusion because you want it so bad. This is what I'm tapped into. Rather than being like, oh, that sounds good. That seems nice. You can hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. You know that, right? And not be like, a negative Nancy, or somebody who always like talks down about things, right? You can hope for the best and still prepare for the worst, and that's what's on this board. I feel like you recognize that somebody's lies and deception is based on their ineptitude, and they won't be able to follow through on something. But I also feel like you want it to be true. And you need to hope for the best but prepare for the worst. That's going to be your most powerful path forward. Sneaky ass snake bitch. And I know we don't like to fucking acknowledge it or admit it or accept it. A lot of times you want to say, even now in my mind, I'm saying maybe she did want to throw the party. Maybe it was something that she really wanted to do. But a lot of times people don't. They want you to put yourself in a predicament where they can be in control of your changes, so they can put you in a position that they feel like you deserve to be in. This is what I'm tapped into. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy showing up significantly. Water sign, but also emotions and full moon moment. Yep, because full moon, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So your most powerful path forward is going to be to prepare for hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Because I think that you know that somebody is incapable of following through on what they promising you. Oh, I fall apart. You know that song by what's his name? He made that song. He said, "I fall apart." I can't think of it. What's his name? Let me look what's at the bottom of the deck. Passion, desire, and fantasy. You know it's a fantasy. Like going to the strip club. You know it's a fantasy. It's a beautiful fantasy. Wonderful fantasy. Love to see it. But you know you ain't bringing them hoes home, huh? It's a fantasy. I'm selling you a dream. You know a motherfucker selling you a dream. Sometimes you want a motherfucker to sell you a dream. But when it's time to wake up, it's time to wake up. Hello? Sometimes you want a motherfucker to sell you a dream. But when it's time to wake up, it's time to wake up, baby. That's what's on this board. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something else. What the hell y'all did last night? What the hell y'all did last night? I just feel like, what the fuck? What the hell? What the hell y'all did last night? Girl, all I did was took a bitch back. I don't know what the fuck. Y'all ain't going on. I'm not used to just taking days. It's not stressing me out. They think that can stress me out. No. You stay right there. It is what it is. Evan, I don't like explaining myself to niggas. It is what it is. It is what it is. Don't worry about what I was doing, bitch. How you know what's best for me and my kids? There's no need to yell and use profanity. How you know what's best for me and my kids, bitch? I don't like explaining myself to niggas. It's whatever. It's whatever. What the fuck y'all did last night? You was up to something. Do 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 do. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that we should see as well. The highest path out here for the greatest good. Oh Lord, bruh, 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 bruh. This energy been coming out all week, bitch. What the fuck? God say commitment. You know what I'm saying? My ass try to find a way around it. The God say commitment. Contracts is bondage, but it's the type of bondage that benefits you. Like it's like being bound or being joined. It's like more like joining in forces. But there is like rules and regulations. There's ramifications. This usually the contract or the commitment disconnects you or closes out other options. You're not allowed to. It's like exclusivity. You can sell your products out of my stores and my stores only. Nobody else can carry these products. It's commitment. I like it, but I'm nervous and I'm trembling, and I just can't keep still. Bloom, bloom. Unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. One of the things that's been coming up a lot for the collective this week has been what other people want for you. And how other people will look at your life and say, you should marry that man. You should love that job. You shouldn't quit that job. You should stay in that school. You should. That's what's on this board. Everybody on the outside telling you what the fuck you should and what you shouldn't do. And then you finding yourself in lease term agreements, leasing, and stuck in contracts with shit you don't fucking want. Because somebody said, yeah, that's a good job. That's a good school. You need to keep that thing. That's what's on this board. Unappreciated. And so then you find yourself, it's like trying to wash away negative spirits that you live with. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it's like somebody, you caught an STD from this motherfucker, but you still sleeping with him. You can take all the fucking antibiotics in the world. You still sleeping with the motherfucker that got the shit. Them antibiotics ain't gonna work if you steady going reinfect the shit. That's what's on this board. So there is this idea of what you want to be in contract with or whether you want to be in contract. Everybody say that you should want it. What if you don't want that shit? What does that make you, right? That's how this feels. What if you don't want the traditional lifestyle? That's how this feels to me. And I feel like the traditional lifestyle has been projected onto you so much so that when you feel, I think you might use terms like weird, whatever like that, when you say, I don't really want that. I don't want to get married. I don't want to have kids. I don't want a traditional job. I don't want to own a home. I want to travel. Maybe you want to be a nomad. And your mama like, man, you need to buy a house and settle down and get a husband and have some kids. And you're like, I really kind of want to see what it looks like in Portugal. And I want to go to Peru, and I kind of want to see what the Roman temple. You want to do shit, and it doesn't feel like it's normal, or it doesn't feel like it's the way that society runs is based on like people having a house and people paying taxes and da 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 da, right? And it feels like everything that you want to do is a little bit freer than that. Engagement ring. That's why I said one thing about commitment. An aspect of commitment. People look at the bright side of it, right? But the dark side is bondage. So if I buy this house, I can't travel like I want to travel. If I have these kids, I definitely can't move around like I want to move around. I can't even, it's what they saying that you should want. If you connect, if you get this job, then you won't be able to journey like you want to journey. It's this type of energy. So all these things that people are saying that you should want and indicate some level of maturity or success or, healthiness or whatever it is like that. You're like, I don't want that. That's what this is. Does that mean that you're unhealthy? No. The world only projects those things onto people so that they can keep the economy running. If people thought more like you and wanted to live out of a van and be a nomad, then they couldn't guarantee a budget. You get what I'm saying? For whatever they want to budget. You know what I'm saying? Missed opportunity energies out here. I didn't act when I should have. It feel like right now, this is the prime of your life. And you could go anywhere you want to go. You may be unbridled. You may have as much freedom to move in any direction that you want to move in. And people are telling you bondage, bondage, bondage. Get in bondage, bondage, bondage. You got all the freedom in the world to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And people say bondage, bondage, bondage. Get a lease, buy a house, have children, get into a relationship, get a job. Bondage, bondage, bondage. And that's what this feels like to me. When you want some type of freedom. When that's the exact opposite. Mourning your real self or mourning what you actually desire. This is opposed to mourning, right? Regret and loss. Shit, I think that you need to consider what it is that life looks like if you had to say what an ideal day looks like in your life and you're not on vacation. Your everyday life would ideally, and this is no holds bar, no limitations. What does a day look like? You wake up, you have your tea with your apples and your ginger, and then what? What does the day look like? Do you get into the carpool line? Do you go to the bank? Or are you free to go look in your garden? Or do you write poetry? What does it look like? Because that's what this is. You have to be honest with yourself about what it is that you want, because it feels like the world is trying to sell you bondage and you want some type of freedom. Right? You want a space and opportunity to heal and create. You want a space and opportunity to operate in your God mode. Hell, some of you just want your time. You just want to be able to do what the fuck you want to do when you want to do it, how you want to do it. You don't want to be on nobody's schedule. You don't want to be on nobody's clock. Bitch, don't wait for me. Don't wait for me because I might come and I might not. It's that type of freedom that you want. And so be aware of it and be careful of the world that's selling you bondage. It's beautiful. I see people and I say, oh, they look so happy. They look so, it's beautiful. But at the end of the day, the flip side of that is bondage. A lot of times when you get into relationships, no matter what kind it is, it there comes with an air of possession. Motherfuckers want to own you. Motherfuckers want to control you. And so be careful with that. What's at the bottom of the deck? Not today. At least you can say not for today. Not for today. Today I don't choose bondage. Today I don't choose somebody's time clock. Today I choose my freedom, right? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I love you so much. I am so grateful for every opportunity that you give me to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Yeah. Let's do the elements. Thank y'all. 3355 angel number for your time, the energy, the love, and support. I always hope I'm saying something else. I love y'all so much. Thank you. Like, I say that because you give me an opportunity to do what that reading was saying, right? Like, really exist and operate in my freedom, and that is possible for you. The external world is a reflection of the internal world. Believe that. If I'm sitting up here and you're like, oh, I want that type of freedom, I want to be able to do this, I want to be able to, create my own schedule, baby, look, the external world is only a reflection of the internal world, and it's very possible, especially when you begin to move the chess pieces in that direction. Chess, not checkers. And you don't Don't be hasty. Don't be hasty. Don't feel like it has to happen today. Don't feel like you're going to change 10 years of behaviors in 1 second. But start slowly and methodically moving toward a new outcome. I really do, man. If it wasn't for you, Divine One, the world was trying to chew me up and spit me out. And take my children. You like this lighter? I wish I can give it to you. That's why. I'm that person. You like this? You can have it. I am so that person. That's why I be by myself a lot. People try to take advantage. I would so give it to you. What they said, Shante?
We need torches.
I don't think about Trump.
So, let's go.
I know y'all better show up to the midterms. That's what I do know. I know I ain't even one of them. But what I do know is that your ass better know November 6th isn't the 6th. I think it's the 6th. The first week of November, bitch. Your ass better be on it. That's what I know. Nah, I don't think about that. I don't put my mind on shit like that. But I know one motherfucking thing. Chess, not checkers. I was just saying that strategy. You're not gonna change a whole world of behaviors in one day, but you can begin to maneuver. You can make some thoughtful plays. You can make some thoughtful moves. Right? So see you in November. See your ass in motherfucking November. And I'm not even one of them. But I know one motherfucking thing. I know a bunch of motherfucking things at this point. I know too much shit that I don't want to know about what these crazy ass motherfuckers be doing to children. What they be doing to young girls. Why being a young girl is so infantilized. You hear that? Look. So, we know what we gotta do. What's understood ain't gotta be explained, right? We don't need to have no long ass dissertation. We don't need to have no long ass explanation. What we gonna do? A fucking demonstration. Hello? We don't need to have no motherfucking protests. Bitch. Go in that motherfucking booth and let them know you know a little something. Let them know the motherfucking education system ain't completely ruined you. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk. Shut up! Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, we're going to start off with you. Aaron and Apollo, do you want me to make you go in the back?
No.
Can you please lower your tone? Why you sit up there looking like Mary Magdalene with that blanket over your head like that? What they said. Oh, Lord. Girl, why you wake up in the morning and mess with me? I kind of like it. Like, y'all wake up early in the morning. I haven't even put my lashes on. I'm still having my morning tea. And you don't woke up at 8 and 9:30 to harass me. To motherfucking... You done woke up at 9:30 to motherfucking troll. I like it. I kind of like it. You thinking about me. See, that's the trauma I've been through. The trauma I've been through in my life makes this job perfect for me. Because you know what? So you thinking about me, baby. I done been in some fucked up ass relationships. You understand? You thinking about me, girl. Fuck you. I can't stand you. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. What his name was? What his name was? Damien and David. I love y'all too, Damien, David. You know, I'm happy to see you. I'm glad you're here. You got a little avoidant attachment style of love, but I can fuck with that. I can rock with that. I know about that avoidant attachment shit. You like to cuss them out, then cuddle. Is that what it is? Angels, archangels, Be quiet, please. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. I'm sorry, Jalabi. But I'm just saying you is not gonna bully me. They not finna come up in here and bully me and my shit, bro. I'm sorry. You wanna make love, don't you, Damien? You really got a thing. And you know what the problem be? Jalabi. They don't like they don't like that they like a big woman. I've learned that. Motherfuckers will like you and then they'll be like, but you big. And they don't like that they like a big woman. Well, I'm telling you, it do something to them. So then, rather than just leaving your ass the fuck alone, they gotta tell you something. Like, won't you just leave me the fuck alone? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Y'all go in the back. Cut it off. I asked you several times, and I was very respectful of you, Mary Magdalene, and you didn't listen to me. So go into the back. It's not a question. I want you to go into the back and understand that this is a privilege. You do not have to be up here. Aaron, you too. Yeah, out of here, son. Go into the back and watch TV or something. I like the kid that hit you in elementary school because they like you. Exactly. Exactly. But except we 40 years old, we 35 years old, we 25 years old. Why the fuck are we still doing that? Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path I am for the greatest good. I need a new tapping tool. It's the same one. Mary, go in the back, baby. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides that wish to see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message for my Libra, Aquarius, Gemini? What do you need to know most to walk your highest path for your greatest good? You know something is not going to last long. It's okay that something doesn't last long. We used to have disposable cameras. Y'all don't have that no more because you got a camera on your phone. But before technology was this advanced, we had disposable cameras. There's this idea of being okay with letting something be good while it's good, and then letting it go when it no longer serves a purpose. And there's abandonment issues showing up here. That's what that is. When you hoard things, when you hold on to things that no longer serve a purpose, that no longer have value, it comes from a place of fear that God isn't going to replace it, that you aren't going to get more of those things because of an experience that you had in your life when you didn't have enough. And this is what Spirit has been wanting to bring your attention to, probably for at least the past 2 days. King of Swords, Knight of Cups. It's good. It's fun. It's not going to last long. And that is okay. Know how to let go. Know when to go home from the party. This is what I'm tapped into. The Lover's card energies out here. Know when it's time to grow the fuck up. You ever seen somebody with some dreadlocks and Lil Wayne and remember his dreadlocks was out of there. It was time for him to let that shit go. Get it the fuck up out of there. But he refused to. It's this type of energy. Let it the fuck go. Know when it's time. Know when you've aged out of something. Know when it's time to mature and maximize upon something. It don't mean that you have to not have a comic book hobby anymore. It's just that you elevate your comic book hobby to a level of your maturity. That's what this is. You're not still keeping piles of comic books in a bin in your mama's basement. You now have a collection that's curated and on display in a very mature way. Is this type of energy. Four of Pentacles energies out here with the Eight of Wands. The Four of Pentacles is the things that you hold on to, holding you back. And the Eight of Wands is the vision that you have in regards to where you can go and how you can go there. But the things that you holding on to, holding you the fuck back. It wasn't supposed to be forever. It was always supposed to be a stepping stone. Excuse me. Okay, y'all back up in here. Now y'all better act like you know what it is. It was supposed to be a stepping stone. The Nine of Pentacles energy is out here. It was always supposed to take you to something greater. Don't touch them. Just put your hand right here. Yeah, with your hand like that. Use the force. Nine of Pentacles energy is out here. Shit, Four of Pentacles with the 9 plus 4 of Pentacles is gonna be 4 of Pentacles. So it's about realizing that something has served its purpose. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, something in your life right now has served its purpose, and it's time for you to expand. I don't think that spirit is telling you to give up or let it go. I think that spirit is telling you to curate it, take it to the next level, maximize upon it. The Devil card energy is out here with the Ten of Swords. You can learn how to cook. This is a perfect example, I feel like. And you can learn how to cook, and you can know how to cook. Your mama taught you how to cook. You can get a job at a restaurant, at a grill, and you're working on that grill. And then as you expand and grow in your knowledge of how to cook and put flavors together, and then how to run a business, you can eventually own your own business. Now you can have all the skills and talents to be able to have your own kitchen and still be working at that grill when you first start, that you ever first worked at, when you first learned how to cook. That's what this is. Spirit is saying it's time for you to open up that kitchen. It's time for you to know when to let things go. And I don't mean like, oh, so I'm never going to cook again. I mean, okay, now it's time for me to get my food truck. That's what this is. That's what this is. Eight of Cups energy is out here. Going toward it. Don't become stagnant. Keep moving toward. Please. Please, because they already out there doing that, what they doing with the weed eaters and shit. Can y'all please just go in the back until I finish this? I would so appreciate you. It's just too much. It's too much. Ever grateful for the opportunity to use the force. Don't. I feel like Darth Vader. Nah, I had to let the force go. I can't keep using the dark side. I gotta let the force go. Seven of Swords energy is in reverse. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. King of Swords with the Seven of Swords, it's 8 swords. 8 of Swords is being stuck in your head. Your spirit team is saying it's time for you to get into your hands. It's time to maximize upon something. I think in sales they call it scale. It's time for you to let go of. It's like when you was young and you were single, all you needed was a motorcycle. But then when you grow older and you have children, you need a SUV or a van, right? It's this type of energy. There's nothing wrong with having a motorcycle. That's beautiful. You can even keep your motorcycle, but don't be stuck in it, right? Like be able to scale. That's what this feels like to me. Seven of Swords energy is out here, but I don't know. It feel like right now you do. It feels safe to you. It feels comfortable to you. You know this, almost like on some neurodivergent ADHD shit. Like you like this path, or you know this pattern already, and so it's difficult for you to break free from it, right? Like your spirit team is saying what your spirit team is inviting you to do will require you to change your pattern, and you're reluctant to change this pattern. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. Always something saying something that helps. Leave me a like if you haven't already, and y'all double tap that screen. What is the most important message? Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. I like the way you put that butterfly effect. The divine pivot, but what they're saying is let it go, right? Like, maybe you work in sales and it's time for you to go up to management, but you feel like you make more money in sales, you meet more people in sales, you like being on the floor, it's more movement, da. It's time for you to build your resume in some sense. So that thing is something, it's doing it in a more mature way is what they're saying, but there is an element of letting it go. It was always supposed to be a stepping stone. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Oh, Lord, it's going to be one of those days. We got Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo showing up second, So let's see. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. That we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo? Patience. Oh, yeah. It's going to take some time. Break and reverse. Help you move forward. Break and reverse help you move forward. You understand that? Four Wands energy is out here. Like there's a lot about trying to do something on your time schedule versus a divine time schedule. Four Wands with the Ace of Wands is five Wands. It's a lot. It's just like not the right time. That's what this feels like to me. Like, you know what I mean? There's something going on energetically that says you should wait around 5 hours, that you should wait around 5 days, that you should kind of put something on pause until the weather is better, is what it feels like. The hangman energy is out here, right? Why? Because sometimes you hurry up and wait. If you try to do this now, you'll still deal with the waiting period. That's what this feels like to me. Page of Swords energy is out here with the Queen of Swords. So work smart, not hard. If you know that the person who you want to look at your paperwork doesn't come into the office until Friday, then you don't have to turn it in until Friday. Why are you pushing to have it there by Monday? That's what this feels like. The most powerful tool is going to be patience. You're going to want to do it when you want to do it. The world is going to say you have to wait. And so when you recognize that, go ahead and lay down. Go ahead and say, okay, let's change the schedule. Don't give up on the idea, but go ahead and understand that any scheduling conflicts is by divine assignment. That's what it feels like. The Four of Swords energy is out here, right? Any scheduling conflicts is by divine assignment. So maybe you can look over what you're turning in or look over your paperwork. You can use this time wisely, but there's a moment of respite. There's something that you thought was going to happen Thursday and it doesn't happen till Monday, and that's okay. It's by divine assignment. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Eight of Swords energy is out here, right? Like if you try to push it and try to force it, you just send yourself through a hectic day, right? Ferris Bueller's days off, right? You wind up having to catch the train and having to catch the bus and having to catch a taxi. When you get there, it's still late. Nobody was there. You still got to go all the way back because they weren't there. Then go back another day. It's this type of energy. When Spirit is saying to you, just wait. That's what I'm tapped into. High Priestess energy is out here. And if you recognize the signs and symbols and you trust in what Spirit is showing you, then you'll wait till Monday. And when you go Monday, it'll be an easy drive, light traffic. You'll be the first person there. The person who you need to speak to will be there. They can read over your paperwork and give you an answer on the spot. Understand what I'm saying? Yes, there's going to be some scheduling conflicts, but it works in your favor. This is what I'm tapped into. But I do see you like trying to make it happen, like catching a bus, catching a subway, taking an Uber, stopping at McDonald's. Like, it becomes this day that becomes very difficult. But your spirit team is saying you can just wait. This is what I'm tapped into, right? Time management. Stomps away. Like, fine then. I'll wait. That's crazy. I should have. Can I say something? This morning I woke up and I got up because I know we've been kind of having early days this week, but it was already 6:20 when I woke up, and normally I'm on here about 7, right? So I knew I wasn't gonna be on here at 7, and I was still kind of sleepy. I said, let me lay my ass back down. But then I said, no, I kind of want to keep the momentum. I want to keep the rhythm. When I was getting dressed, I said, I haven't seen the fucking lawn people come and cut the grass and stuff, and I thought about it, and then I just came on live anyway, and now look, the spirit was saying, wait. That's what I'm tapped into, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. That is what I'm tapped into. That when this morning, when I woke up, it was already 6:20. That was Spirit telling me go ahead and rest a little bit more. And then I got up anyway. And I said, I just want to keep the momentum going. And I got dressed. And I said, well, what about the lawn people? But I just kept going anyway. Now look at me. Angels, archangels, angels, and spirit guides, they wish to see us walk the highest path on you for the greatest good. It's gonna be one of them days. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's gonna be one of them days. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, they wish to see us walk the highest path on you for the greatest good. Today is a very decisive day for you. Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups. You have been making excuses for something or someone for quite some time. I think, sometimes we have these idealistic things in our mind. I hope this man is a father to his child and a husband to me as his wife. I hope that, going off a Hope Creed and you're about to wish a bitch would. You've been going off a Hope Creed for a long time, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're about to move into that wish a bitch would modality, modus operandi. That's what this feels like to me. Fuck, you've been hoping and wishing and praying long enough, and it's like it's surmising. You see that somebody is not going to do what you hope that they're going to do, and so that means that there are necessary moves that you have to make, decisions that you have to make based on what you know. I wish that you would be a good boss, but I see that you always going to be an asshole. I need to find me another job. I wish that you would be a good person, but I see that you always going to be a bitch. I need to get from around you. It's this type of energy that's on the board. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Three of Cups energies in reverse. And that Three of Cups been showing up all week. Three of Cups, Three of Cups, Three of Cups energy. So you can go back and watch it. Three of Cups been showing up all week. Three of Cups in reverse. You say, okay, I see now. 8, 9, 10, 11, that's Two Cups energies out here. Right? Just, you know what I mean? Realizing and recognizing that an investment, this is not a bad thing, even though it can feel like I wasted my time or I wasted my money. You didn't waste your time and you didn't waste your money. You learned that wasn't going to be the route. That, sometimes you say, this could be a good hairdresser. Let me see if I can get an appointment with this hairdresser. And then you go to the hairdresser and you don't like your hair. That's not a bad thing. Pay that woman and get up out that chair. And then don't never go back to that bitch again, right? Because you're a loyal client and you don't mind tipping. You feel what I'm saying? But since they can't do what you really want done, now you learn that lesson. You can always find another hairdresser. You had to learn that. This is what I'm tapped into. It feels like a loss. I wasted my time. I wasted my money. No, you learned that bitch ain't going to be the one who do your hair. This is what I'm tapped into. Knight of Cups energy is out here. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. 8 of Cups with the Knight of Cups is 9 Cups. So what I see, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, is you being very decisive, right? Like you're really seeing, okay, this is not going to be what I expected it to be. Now what do I need to do? That's what today is going to be about, right? 4 of Pentacles energies out here. Holding on, holding back for a long time. You've been making excuses for something. You've been making excuses for someone for a long time. Like I said, you've been going off a Hope Creed. You're moving into that wish a bitch would type of energy. 3 of Wands energies out here. Recognizing, realizing that whatever this is that you're holding on to is not going to create the foundation that you need, and really begin to maneuver in a way that will allow you to make these foundations. I once was lost, but now I'm fine. But was blind, but now I see. Now I'm tapped into the Sun card energies out here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You once was lost, now you found. You was blind, but now you can see, baby. The Chariot card energy is out here, and it's like decisive energy because you moving. You ain't waiting for that motherfucker to say what they gonna do, or you don't even care what they say about, oh, I'm coming, or I'm gonna do this. Fuck that. Why you keep telling this? You know that a person will volunteer you lies. You know that person is gonna be an asshole. You know that person is gonna be a bitch. It don't matter what they say about out their mouth or what moves that they make at this point in time. You finalize your decision, or you need to be. My foot itching. My right foot itching, so I feel like you really finna get ready to make a move. Jump in the car, put your foot on the gas, jump back out, and let them bitches pass. You got that whoop wop. You just finna really go. Finna peep on go. My foot itching. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Save the best for last, face ass. What is the most important message? I like Leo series because the last time Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces was save the best for last, face ass, right? And that day was intense and emotional, right? But Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, it could be like a lot of distractions. It could be kind of like a lot of temptations, or if it gives a more fun or exciting energy, rather than Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is like, oh, it's kind of emotional. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius says there's going to be some excitement. There's going to be some fireworks. There's going to be some busyness into the day, some added activities, some scheduling mishaps, right? Some like I was running late because there was traffic. That's what this feels like. So let's see. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides. So we should see us walk the highest path for the greatest good. What is the most important message for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Six of Swords energies out here? A lot of good decision making happening, right? But there's also a lot of like on the fly, not a lot of time to think based on what you've already been thinking and what you've already been calculating, having to move forward with what the plans or with the ideas that you already have in your mind. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, y'all double check that screen. 10 of Cups. Okay, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, find the personal fulfillment. Two of Swords energy is out here. So, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, today you will be creating a lot of balance. I like this because you're kind of creating institutions and setting up systems that will allow you to kind of guarantee, loosely saying guarantee because things happen and shit changes, but like make sure that certain structures are in place so that a joy or a fulfillment can be steadfast. Structuring stable foundations. Two of Swords, 10 of Cups, creating balance. This is what I'm tapped into. Seven of Wands energy is out here. Grab your torch and pitchforks. Really like protecting. This is a very protective energy, protecting your interest. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you'll be making decisions. It feels like curating your life based on protecting your interest. That's what this feels like. The World card energy is out here with the Seven of Wands. A lot going on politically today. But who knows what's going to show up in the news, but there's a lot going on politically today. Seven of Wands energy is out here with the World card, and I feel like you might be like logging into your bank account. I see you doing things that will protect your interest and kind of set up things, structuralize things that will, enable you to have some type of fulfillment ongoing despite what may be happening in the outside world. It feels really intense, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Ace of Wands energies out here. But it also feels like you've been thinking about something for a long time. And something happens today that makes you say, let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and make this move. Let me go ahead and shift in this direction because these motherfuckers crazy. That's how this feels. Judgment card. I ain't lying. You do something today that you've been thinking about doing. Maybe say, let me go get these passports. Let me go ahead and get these plane tickets. Let me go do whatever it is like that. Let me go ahead and put this house on the market or whatever it is like that. Because you finna really say, okay, let me make a move that will ensure me being safe and secure and the things I love and care about being safe and secure going forward. The Three of Cups energy is out here with the Eight of Swords, right? Because a lot is happening in the external world, and sometimes it can be difficult just to ride public transportation or even just walking down the street. You don't really have to be doing things, but even in the criminals, are the people who used to protect you are now the criminals. In today's society, what I see on the news now is more of the police killing people than actual criminals killing people, and that's crazy. That's what this is, and I feel like you'll be making decisions that like make sure you're safe going forward, despite what's happening in the world, right? The Fool card energy is out here, right? Like a lot of times people, you look back on stories or history and you say, well, what were the people doing? Like, how did it just come upon them like that? And so you see something coming, and this is like fortifying your interest or something. I like this energy. I like that you're doing what you need to do for you. I do see a lot of hectic energy in the world, but it also prompts you to begin to make sound decisions about it. Whatever it is that you can do to protect yourself moving forward is what you will be doing. Six of Swords, yeah. Like, we out of here. We moving. Let's get this passport. Let's get these plane tickets. Let's see what this is. Is this type of energy? Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I love y'all so much. I am so grateful for every opportunity you give me to share this gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. I guess we'll use this deck. Your growth is scaring people. That's important for you to begin to set up systems and structures about sustainability going forward. It's time for you to maximize or scale something. Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, and we should see us walk the highest path out here for the greatest good. What is the most important message? There are storms and there are psychic attacks happening at this time, but I do see you being able to weather these storms. Two-faced individual, fraudulent motherfucker, fake smiles, heightened awareness. You might already know something. Say one thing, does another. Betrayal behind kindness. Pretends loyalty. Trust carefully. I do see a lot of psychic attacks. I see people orchestrating events. So I see a fake ass friend. I see somebody smiling in your face and probably praying on your downfall, at least maybe hoping that they can get into your energy, maybe get into your space and lay a trick or something like that. You can't manifest while you're miserable. One of the most important things for you to do is going to be like understanding your energy is sacred and being aware of what gets access to your energy. It also could be your space. Your breath is very sacred. Save your breath. Lessons learned and unbreakable. There's something about how you keep going, how persistent you are, how much endurance you have, and people are starting to say you come from like a divine space. Like there has to be something angelic about you, or in divine order is what they're saying. Like God is sending you because they're attacking you. They're literally attacking you. Like you're on their vision board. Again, remember the groupie card in the beginning of this reading? Groups of people coming together just to think about you, and they whatever. I feel like you're heightened. You're aware of it, right? And maybe for some of you who aren't aware of it, it's like Mr. Magoo, because what they doing just can't affect you because you're doing what God is telling you to do. Yes, you're psychic. No, not that psychic. And it's this type of energy where there's a heightened awareness. There's a sense of knowing, and a lot of these warlocks want to know. A lot of these warlocks want to know how you know, but at the end of the day, they know, right? They know how you know. It's because God really sent you. Friend zoned energy is out here with red flags. You don't disregard your intuition, or you should not disregard your intuition at this time. Remember, this is your life, not an amusement park, and those red flags do not indicate a good time. This is your life, not an amusement park. Those red flags do not indicate a good time. That's what this is. What that dream was prophetic. You know what I mean? What did it say? That dream wasn't prophetic. You ate just too much cheese. One of the things that I see showing up is that you do have the gift of prophecy or foresight and insight. And you probably are getting a lot of messages in your dreams and in your daydreams. Be careful of disregarding those messages that you're getting. This is what I'm tapping to. Pay attention to how your dreams feel. Pay attention to what characters show up in your dreams and how that could be relevant to what you have going on, like moving forward. Are you dreaming about people who are you actors and you want to act? Are you dreaming about successful athletes and you want to be more healthy? What's going on in your dream? Are you dreaming about past relationships and you're seeking love? Pay attention to at least how it feels. Try to denote the characters. What was the environment and how can you move forward, right? How can it be a blessing to you to have this foresight moving forward? Boundaries, energies out here. One of the most permeating message that's coming through is that it's somebody who you might look up to. You might feel like, oh, this person is already successful in a way that I want to be successful. Be careful that this person is not trying to siphon your energy, copy you, or steal from you. Because you might not assume that because you look at this person and you feel like they have more than you. And every little thing, they hang on every word that comes out of your mouth because they can't wait to take it back to their lab and remix it. That's what's showing up. Again, this is your life, not an amusement park. The red flags do not mean a good time. That's what this feels like to me. Yes, you're overthinking it again. Ever grateful for the opportunity to share the gift. I always hope I'm saying something that helps. Be powerful on purpose. Wholeness. Infinite waters flowing through you. Y'all have a good day. Be powerful on purpose. Listen, if you want a reading, a private and personal reading, check out my website, www.tarotondex.com, and take it easy. Oh, I'm going live doing free readings for subscribers. I think it's on Tarot on Dex. I hope, because that's what I'm doing on. And I hope I see you there. Wholeness. Infinite waters flowing through you.